You guys are probably like, did you go shopping again? No, I did not go shopping again. These are all the books that I started in like the past 2 months or like the past like 6 months and never ended up finishing. So we're gonna do a little tour. First of all, this one. This is like the one that I'm so close to finishing, but I haven't gotten anywhere near it. Like, look. This is probably the one that I'm so close. So this is gonna be first that I'm gonna do. And then I have The Sun Also Rises and The Old Man and the Sea. This one's fairly new, but I am like eating it up. This whole bag has stuff in it. Anyway, Crime and Punishment. But essentially, there's so many books in here too. She Comes Undone, A Little Life, Shanghai Girls. In this small bag, I have Harry Potter, the first book, because I wanted to reread the series because I love Tom Riddle, but he appears in like the later books, but I still wanted to reread the whole series. So we have that. And then The Witches. I also finished this entire series in like 2021, so it's been a while. So I want to like get back into that. And then this is the Breadwinner trilogy. When I input this into Goodreads, I will be putting in the 3 individual books because it is 3 individual books. Before I Fall, I'm like 50 pages, 20 pages in on all of these books. I'm not gonna say that name. The Vineyard, whatever. This one. I finished the first short story in this and I never picked it up since. No, I finished the first 2 and then did I even read no, I didn't even finish the second one. And then this one is about a suicidal woman. But she like hires a killer and then we're just like following her through it. White Bodies. My sister told me I should start reading this at the start of the year. I haven't. I started reading it like the first 2 pages and then I stopped reading. Charles Dickens. This has been an ongoing thing for like a year. Yep. Okay, last 3. Northanger Abbey. Love the One You're With. I thought I was really gonna like this. Look how far I'm in it. I'm in 90 pages. I don't even remember what happened. I think she was just yapping about her past. And then Brave New World, which I also started in February, but I was like, I'm not reading this properly, so I was like, I'm gonna reread it or like listen to the audiobook of it, because it's like, there's so much information that it gives you when it builds the world, so I'm just like, what is happening? So this video, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to film, but I am basically trying to film all of these books. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. About 21 books right in front of me. We have some here, and then some. And my goal is to finish all of these before school ends, because then I'll be at like 21. I'll be at about 50 books, and my Goodreads goal for this year is 100 books, but my goal is to get over 100, like way over 100, even though it's only 100. Anyway, that's the goal. So we're gonna just start with this one, and then we're gonna read it, and then we're gonna film my fun little reaction. I'm not gonna do any time lapses. I'm just gonna talk about the books, and if I don't end up talking about it, I'll just do it in my wrap up. Like, problem solved. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm ready for bed. This is currently the time, and we are on page 226 of this wondrous book. I don't know why I just started. I really liked this book in the beginning because I was like, wow, these essays are really nice, or like these stories are really nice, but like I'm getting really tired of it, and I wanted to like start reading a romance book. But do I have a romance book in my little? I don't have any romance book except for like 50 Shades of Freed, but that's not really a romance book. So I got a new romance book. Actually, I got so many new books since the last time I filmed like a little what book I own video, but I feel like I've reached the point where I have so many books where it doesn't really even matter anymore. See, in my books I own thing, I have 166 books. I really need to be reading multiple books at a time that aren't just like audiobooks, because I read a lot of audiobooks at the same time, but I feel like I need to be reading a romance book because I'm not reading any romance books. Okay, I'm looking through my little TBR thingy, but I don't want to start a new book. But let's see. I'll look at my current reads, because none of my physical books are romance. I'll read like another couple pages or something. I don't know. Just came home from hell, and I'm about to do the dishes, but I have a copy of The Witches by Roald Dahl, but I have Spotify Premium, and Spotify has audiobooks on Premium now, and guess what's on it? So I'm gonna listen to this instead, but this version isn't the same as the one that I have up physically, but it's basically the same thing. So I'm gonna just listen to it instead. I am on chapter 5 and I'm listening to it on 1.5 speed.
I don't ever know what to choose. I'm like in between filming videos.
I'm gonna update you guys. This is Northanger Abby. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I tried to listen to the audiobook of it, and usually when I listen to audiobooks, I'm like multitasking, like I'm playing games, but it could not work for this, so I'm probably just gonna read it this way, because the audiobook is not working for me. So I will read this while I listen to the audiobook, because I don't remember anything that's happening. I remember a guy in one of the chapters, I think it's the main love interest. He was just talking about how he knows so much about girly things or whatever. Anyway, I just spilled my coffee. That was not good.
Spray when it's nighttime, it's kind of a vibe.
That always happens. I don't think this is that should be fine. If it doesn't work, I can always buy a new one, I guess, with the money I so obviously have. I'm sorry, Haley fan's playing in the background because I was watching her. I don't think I talked about this before. I made a spreadsheet. Right? Let's just go through the spreadsheet. So we have May right here. This is May. Right. Books of 2024. This is my cute little planner. My eighth grade science teacher is gonna be so excited, so happy that I'm using sheets, I guess. So over here you have the audio, and then we have the visual. Audio is just the audiobooks. It's like I'm doing it in audiobook form, and then here's just visual, just to see. I honestly don't have to do that because I know what kind of medium I'm consuming it in, but I feel like it just adds more character. So this is my TBR for May, but if you didn't know, I actually, like, last year and, like, following years, I've made TBRs, like, from years ago. So this is supposed to be my January to June TBR. I know it's a lot of books, but right here is where it cuts off. Right here. This is where it cuts off for, the summer. And there's, like, there's supposed to be more books because I have a lot of free time in the summer. This is essentially supposed to be the books I'm supposed to read to January to June. It says 59 here, but I've added so many books and removed so many that it's probably, like, not even close to 59. But anyway, this is the main May TBR because I just feel like that's what I should be doing, you know. Since I started filming for this, I completed Holly by Stephen King and The Witches by Roald Dahl. I listened to that one on audiobook. It was really good on audiobook, by the way. And then I finished Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul. Finally. I cannot read non-fiction books. Like, I get tired so easily because usually when I read books, I like to think about it. Like, I like to, I like to use my imagination. But non-fiction books, it's like I can't even imagine half the things because they use like scientific terms. I feel like this one's not really a scientific non-fiction book. It's more like a memoir, self-help book, but it's the same. And then I already have my June TBR ready because this column here, most of them are books that I DNF'd, but I like to say I'm still reading them. This book, I started rereading the series a whole last year ago, and I decided that I'm gonna start reading it in the summer or when school starts for grade 11. This is a spreadsheet, and that's my little update. Goodbye. Hello, Pookies. So, continuing on, I've been reading this for like the past week. I know, 2020 me would be so disappointed that I'm still reading the same book, and it's not even that long. But I'm on page 164 right now, and if you guys haven't read this book yet, I will talk about spoilers, because I don't understand reading blogs without not talking about spoilers, so we're gonna just talk. So this is Pearl and her sister May on the cover, I guess. Pearl and her sister May have to flee, and both of their parents die eventually. It's really sad the way her mom dies, but she was a mother. I have to tell you that. She was a mother until the end. Basically, Pearl and her sister get arranged marriage to the sons of this guy named Old Man Louie, and Pearl's husband is like kind of cute. Parts where I'm reading about him, he's like the way Pearl sees him in like the first 100 pages is like very cute in a way, I guess, because everything she does around him, she has to make sure it doesn't lead him on, because she doesn't want to do it with him again. They have a daughter. Well, they have a daughter. Sorry. They have a daughter, and she doesn't want to do it again, so every time he asks her to, like, I don't know, walk beside her when they're walking somewhere, she does it because then he'll want to do it with her. And maybe he just wants a genuine, like, connection with her too. Anyway, I just got to a really good part in this. Sam and his father have, like, a little fight because he doesn't want to pull a rickshaw, and it's like Chinese New Year, so I'm gonna finish the chapter and then we'll see what's gonna happen next. Welcome back to finishing all my books on my TBR list. Now, the last book I discussed was, I think, Chicken Noodle Soup for the Teenage Soul, but I just finished this one. I don't even know when I started the book, but I finished it. It's a good 4-star read. So, bro, what did I even talk about last time? Okay, so basically, I would definitely recommend you guys to read this book. It didn't make me cry. It probably could have if I wasn't so, like, distracted. You know, it was good. A good 4-star. I'm gonna go and put this into my little, look at this. This is what I did yesterday instead of doing my homework in school. I've continued to make my sheets.